No spoilers. I'm gonna go with these glasses. Wait, let me see. Cause I can't see. Okay, yeah, that's cute. Why it look so little? Like, okay. There we go. Okay, right here. I think I need a pillow or something. Like, I just look so. Anyway, y'all like these glasses, or y'all like these glasses? Because those are my prescription glasses. These are my daddy's frames that he gave me. I don't know. I just feel like this makes it seem more. Anyway, what's good? It's your girl Taylor Imani, also known as Monty J. Rain, in this mother loving thing. And today we are talking about Biblio-Files. This is the Biblio-Files. I love books. My favorite Disney character growing up before Tiana came out. Well, I loved all the princesses for real. I always had like a love for all of them, but I liked Belle because she loved to read, and so did I. I just love to read. I've always loved to read. Everybody around me, my grandparents, my momsy is probably watching this. Hey, momsy. My momsy is a teacher. Anybody around me, Val, like my parents, they were just very heavy on books, you know? So we would have to read. We would have to do essays in the summertime. We didn't really get time off in the summer or nothing like that. So I'm very excited to share some of my books, some of my personal collection with you guys. I'm just gonna go from this type of book to this type of book, and hopefully y'all enjoy. I'm kind of all over the place because I only got a certain amount of time to film, and that's my fault. Because you know your girl is very much last minute. I might end up having to switch glasses. So if y'all see me switching in between the glasses, that's because I really need to see. These don't have no frames. These don't have no frames, okay? But anyway, Yeah, and this is just for, like I said, all my book lovers and mom. So this is the Brat'S Biblio-Files, or the Biblio-Files, Brat'S Bookclub, whatever. Brat'S Bookclub, baby. This is what it is. I love, love, love to read, and I wanted to share that with y'all. So also, I'm just gonna hop right into it. So boom. The first book that I want to talk about is what I feel like has to be the best book on earth. You guessed it. You guessed it, the Bible. And the reason I wanted to start off with the Bible is because I feel like it has every single genre in it. Every single genre you can think about. Reading the Bible this past year has been humbling. And also I have the She Reads Truth Bible, the rose gold leather touch. That's the one I have. Yeah, I have notes in here. As you can see, I have highlights. Let me find somewhere that was highlighting. Okay, highlights for days. So if you follow me on TikTok, if you know a little bit about my journey, I struggle with smoking weed, and I still struggle with that today. Like lately, I've been struggling with it a lot more than I did in the beginning of my journey last year. I felt like it was an addiction of mine that had so much more control of me than I had of it. And one day I was crying out to God. I was in the bathroom by myself. I'm talking about my doors open. I had roommates at the time. My doors are open. I'm just in the bathroom, hand to my heart. And I cried out and I said, God, I cannot do this. I was trying to give it up for Lent, and I just kept fumbling and falling and smoking a little bit. And I said, God, I cannot do this. I cannot do it alone. I've tried. I need you to help me. And it felt like instantly I felt this embrace, right? And I thought it was maybe, okay, you know, when you pray, you feel better. Okay, cool. But it was like from that day forward, it was easier for me to make that decision not to smoke. And it felt like God truly heard me. So at that point, I was like, okay, I've been saying since, this was March of 2024. I had been saying since December of 2023, I wanted to know who God was for myself. And I said, listen, I'm going to take that serious. The only way to do that is to read his word. Because obviously he left instructions. Let me see who he really is. What does the Bible actually say? I'm the daughter of a theologian. He has a PhD in theology. I've been a pastor's kid my whole life. I grew up in church, but I never knew who he was outside of what other people told me. I'm going to find him for myself, and that's what I did. And it has been an amazing, difficult, heart-wrenching, humbling experience, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. I want to tell y'all some of my favorite things about the Bible. This is where we're going to have to switch classes so I can sit, because I got my notes. Again, I have the She Reads Truth Christian Standard Bible, and I have the rose gold leather touch. My favorite part of the Bible, just to throw some things out there that might, you know, if you think about reading the Bible, or if you're like, I don't know, well, I don't even find it that interesting. I'm gonna tell y'all some crazy things that I would never imagine would have been in the Bible. First of all, there was a talking donkey in the Bible, and I'm gonna put everywhere you can find it right here. So there was a talking donkey. This lady finessed her friend to eat her baby by telling her that they was gonna eat her baby the next day. So they made the baby into baby soup, and then she hid her baby after they done ate the other lady baby. Y'all think y'all be y'all YNs, y'all be taunting y'all ops. They got that in the Bible. They got that in the Bible. Elijah was, I'm talking about taunting them people.
Savage, I'm gonna put the baddest heifers on the floor.
Talking about some, yeah, let me see what your guy can do. Nothing. He must be asleep. Man, y'all Chicago YNs, y'all be, I'm telling y'all, I know. It was a murder-love triangle, y'all. Y'all know David killed Goliath, but he killed something else too. I'm just trying to tell y'all what I know. Now, those were like funny different things, but Wisdom's description was so beautiful to me. Like, if I could meet Lady Wisdom right now, if I could meet one person out the Bible, of course I want to meet Jesus. Of course I want to meet Jesus. But I want to meet Jesus when it's my time to meet Jesus. You know what I'm saying? If I could just meet a character in the Bible, well, it's not really a character. I want to meet Lady Wisdom. Period. And also being guided by the cloud. That has sat with me since I first started reading the Bible. Just how beautifully illustrated that was. Like God came to them in a cloud by day and then a pillar of fire at night, guiding them. When I'm rested, that's when you can rest. When I'm moving, that's when you need to move. And I just always felt like that's how I want to be in my relationship with God. When he tells me to move, I move. And when he tells me this is where I need to be, this is where I need to be. And I struggle with that. Not gonna lie to you. Sometimes God be like, do this, and I be like, I ain't ready. I got questions. But I really want to be able to, when God said move, I'm moving. I'm jumping. I'm there before you even there.
What did he say?
Mind you, this are going to be no spoilers. I'm not doing any spoilers. The only spoilers will be for the Bible, okay? No spoilers on this. I just want to give y'all things that y'all might like to read, that I like to read. Put y'all in my business a little. But anyway, my favorite books in the Bible: Luke, Thessalonians, Colossians, Numbers, Proverbs, Ezra, Hebrews, Jeremiah, Acts, Romans, Ephesians, Philippians, 1st and 2nd Samuel, straight to 1st and 2nd Kings, straight to Judges. You know, this one might be a little controversial. Revelation and James. I really did like James. So here are some of my favorite verses. Exodus 14:14. That had me like. Jeremiah 1:12. Stay tuned. That's all I'm gonna say is stay tuned. 2 Corinthians 9:6-9. Micah 7:18-20. Romans 13:12-14. John 15:4-5 and verse 7. Jeremiah 17:7-7. Of course, Psalm 91. I prayed that over my whole house. If you watch my TikTok, you already know I'm playing. That's that protection, baby. I'm protected, okay? Deuteronomy 29:29. Isaiah 12:1-2. And Jeremiah 9:23-24. Those are the verses that stuck out with me. Of course, you know, I love John. I'm gonna put it right here. I'm struggling with the addresses. Don't judge me. Jesus is the Word was with God, and the Word is God. I love that too, but those are the ones that just really stuck out to me. So all of the books today that I read, I am going to rate them on 1 through 10. Plot twist, cover art, how easy it is to read it, and damn, what is this one? Wait. Oh, got it. Engagement. It's engagement. I'm like, what is it? Okay, so for the Bible, not gonna lie, plot twist, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. The plot twists were crazy. Anything you ever have been through in your life, you can find in here. Don't tell me you can't. It don't matter what it is. All the same, like mother, like daughter. In here, it is what it is. In here, anybody who deals with anything, grief. If you were raped, if you know, somebody was murdered, it don't matter what it is. I guarantee it's in here. I guarantee it's in here. So the plot twist, 10 out of 10. Cover art, I picked my own Bible. I put Bible tabs and stuff in there. So I'm gonna say 10 out of 10 on the cover art because I chose what it was. Engagement. I'm not gonna be nice. I'm gonna say 10 out of 10, but for some things I was just like Isaiah was a hard read for me. Like, ooh, everything is going wrong around here. This is bad. It was beautiful. Like the descriptions of Emmanuel and Jesus and all, beautiful. But that was I'm giving it about a 3 for me. I ain't gonna lie to you. How easy it was to read. I'm gonna say 10 out of 10 depending on the version that you have. Like I said, I have the Christian Standard Bible. Would I continue in this version? I don't know. I think I do want to branch out to like the King James or maybe like the New International Version. But I do know that after reading this one time full out, cover to cover, there's no way that I could not want to study more. Like, I understand what they mean by this is the living word. You're gonna find you can read the same thing every week and you're gonna find something different within that same thing. Telling y'all, we already know it's the way, the truth, and the life. But baby, this is the way. And if you love books, even if you don't believe, I dare you to try it. I dare you to try it. Because even if you say, I don't believe in all that, you'll take something from it. Something about your life will be better just by reading this. So I'm going to say, out of all the books that I've read or showcased today, this is by far my favorite. Going forward, I'm just going to sum up each book and let y'all see it and then do my rating. I done forgot the book. Hold on. I'm back. Did you miss me? I know you missed me. Also, this is what helped me read the Bible in a year. It is called The Bible in 52 Weeks by Dr. Kimberly D. Moore. It's such, what can I say about this? So you read Monday through Saturday. You have designated, I guess you could say, devotional or study time in the Bible. And then on Sunday, you have a devotional with questions, and then you continue on. Each week has a theme. So week 8 was the blessing. Week 7, prosper and be happy. Week 6, tear down your barriers. Then when you get into like week 50, it's like use your gift. Like, start getting real. I absolutely love this book. It helped me stay focused. It was very enduring. This is formulated for women. I will say that. If you're a man, I can try to find a dupe, or not dupe, but I can find one that might be for men. But ladies, this was a beautiful book. And each week you have to dig deep within yourself. And I wasn't perfect. For the first 20 weeks, I was on it. And then I started going a few, toward the end, it was like I had to catch up on 2 weeks. I'm like, dang. Do you love the Lord? What's going on with you? Spend your time. Spend your time with your Lord. Bible in 52 weeks, a year-long Bible study for women. I don't know why it wasn't making no sound for her. Make some sound for Miss Dr. Kimberly Moore. Yeah. Love that. Plot twist, it was kind of a 0. It wasn't really much plot twist, but the engagement, 10 out of 10. The cover art, I think it's cute. I like the cover art. 10 out of 10. And then I will say how easy it is to read. We're going to get at it depends. We're going to get at it depends. It like the unders. It's a depends on that one. Because some weeks I was like, ooh. Told y'all Isaiah had me like, all right now. Shoot. I'm trying Isaiah, but I'm trying to. Isaiah. Shit. I done left another book. The next book is Unraveled by Deanna LaRae, or I think it's Deanna. I want to say Deanna LaRae. Baby, when they, how they, baby, I'm talking about first chapter. The first chapter had me crying. I just think this is a beautiful book. So for this book, I would say the first chapter had me crying. This is a love letter to new Christians, and it is written from God almost, from the perspective or point of view of God, and she just goes through her revelations. I haven't even finished this book. I have like probably 20 pages left, but this is a read over and over and over again. This is a beautiful book. The plot twist, I would give it maybe a 5, honestly. Cover art, I'm gonna give it a 10. Engagement, 10. And how easy it is to read, I'm gonna say a 9. It depends on how much you read. This might be one where you read a line or two over and over again because it's not really sitting with you. But like I said, I read a lot. So I'm going to give this book a 9 on how easy it is to read. But I love, love, love this book. She ate down. And baby, she be doing her fitness, baby. I'm trying to, girl, let me get up in the gym. I'm inconsistent, but I'm going to get that boo. Don't worry about me. The next book is The Bait of Satan. Now, I know you've probably heard this, and this is by John Bevere. It ain't Bevere, it's Bevere. Yeah, sorry, Mr. John. But this book right here will snatch, all I gotta say is snatch the edges. It snatched me. It snatched me, and not in a good way, baby. This is a book about how the adversary uses unforgiveness to trap us and separate us from God. Because it says in the Bible that if we do not forgive others, God will not forgive us, because he cannot extend grace if you want to extend grace, because he's the epitome of goodness. And how are you going to be forgiven but you don't forgive? And of course you can go into the parable of the servant who was forgiven and all of that good stuff. I'll put that information right here for you. But this book right here, plot twist was a 0. Cover art, I ain't gonna lie, Mr. John, I gotta give you a 1, Mr. John. But other than that, the engagement was a 10 out of 10, and how easy it was to read was a 10 out of 10. But I will say, make sure you have your Bible ready with this one. Couple it with your Bible, Bookie. And last but not least, when it comes to my Christian reading, Journey to Sunshine by Gigi Mackenzie. This book right here is so stinking cute. This is like a Christian love story, I would say. Girl named AJ. I don't want to tell y'all too much. I'm gonna just listen. I told y'all no spoilers. I'm gonna say Christian coming of age love story. That's what I have for this one. It's one of my thinner books, and that's okay. I love a good little thin book, baby, because I will bust this down in less than a day. What? You don't want none with lean. But I really did like this book. For the plot twist, I'm gonna give it a 3 because I figure out things pretty easy. So I'm gonna give it a 3. Cover art, I'm gonna say 10 out of 10. I think that's so cute. Engagement, I'll give it a 9. I'm gonna give it a 9 on engagement. And how easy it is to read, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. Fun fact about this one, this was actually written by my blood auntie, my dad's sister. This is her book, Gigi Mackenzie. So please go get this. It is on Amazon. You can order it from. Call me if you need a copy. If you need a copy, call me. Call me. I'll get you an autograph one. Yeah. So make sure y'all get this Journey to Sunshine. I really, really, really like this book. This is introducing us into our next category, which will be love books. Oh no, probably not. We are on to the love section, y'all. These are gonna go quicker because I told y'all no spoilers. I'm gonna just give you a brief description and we're gonna keep it rolling, okay? The first book is a series, actually. It's a part of a series. So we're gonna start with Fallen. Fallen is a series that I actually got, well, just the first book from my 11th grade teacher, Miss McEwen. So shout out to you, Miss McEwen, because you gave me this book and I didn't read it until I was like 22. I fell in love with this book, y'all. I fell in love with the whole series to the point that I wrote my first album on this. So when y'all hear my first album, just know it was based on the Fallen series, and this is by Lauren Cates. So the first book, I would say identity crisis. That's all I'm gonna say. A rebellious girl with an identity crisis. Second book, Torment. This one I would say full-on war with the outcast. Outcast war, okay? Outcast war. Third book, this is Passion. I'm gonna say time travel. Time travel, that's all I got. And this is my second favorite book of the series, okay? Boom. Fourth book, Rapture. Woo, this is my favorite. This is my favorite. This one right here. I thought Passion was good. Woo. Rapture, ate it up, no crumbs. Y'all, I ain't even give y'all no ratings on anything. Plot twist, 4. Cover art, 6. Engagement, I'm gonna give it a 9. And how easy it was to read, 10 out of 10. Plot twist, 6. Cover art, I'm gonna give it a 6. Engagement, I'll give it an 8. It has some little moments in there. And how easy it was to read, it was a 10 out of 10. Whew. This one, plot twist, was a doggone 8. Cover art, I'll give it a 5. Engagement was definitely a 9, and how easy it was to read is a 10. 10s across the board. 10s across the board. Anything, I don't want to hear nothing bad. I don't want to hear nothing. That's how I lost this nail, was by this book. It smashed it into the pages. I don't want nobody to say nothing about this book. What? Anyway, that's my hearing, young. Fallen in Love is book 5. And I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of confusing on where this book fell, because it's kind of like a flashback. It's a flashback, I ain't gonna lie. So I'm gonna give this book, it's just like I'm gonna just say a flashback on their love. And plot twist was a 3. I'm gonna say the cover art is 6. I think it's cute. I'm gonna give it a 9 on engagement and a 10 on how easy it was to read. Now the last book of the series, Unforgiven. This was a story on Cam. Okay? If you ain't read it, you don't know who Cam is, so that ain't a spoiler. Yeah, you thought you was gonna give me? No, this is a background on Cam. So we was waiting on that, baby. I'm gonna say a plot twist is 3. Cover art is a 6. Easy to read, I'm gonna give it a 10, and engagement, I'm gonna give it a 9. So I love this series down. I will, like I said, I wrote a whole album based on this series. So honestly, I don't want to hear any Lauren Kate slander just based off of this series. Anything else, I don't know what else she wrote, but I don't want to hear no slander about it. And thank you so much, Miss McEwen, for giving me all those books, because you're probably going to see a lot of them in here. My 11th grade teacher called my parents and was like, hey, can I give your daughter all these books? Like, she's in class reading a different book while we in class trying to read the book that is assigned, and she reading a whole different book. And every time I ask her questions, she know what's going on in class while she reading another book, and I got to yell at her, even though I'm really proud of her. It was so funny. It was so funny. She was like, can I please give your daughter these books? Here's another one, Vertigo. Vertigo by Christina Dunker. This is like a love mystery type vibe. Like, that's all I can really give you. It's a weekend getaway went wrong. Okay, went wrong. So plot twist, I'm gonna give it a 6. Cover art is a 1. Wait. Vertigo, vertigo. Engagement, I'm gonna give it a 7, and then how easy it was to read, I'm gonna give it an 8. This was a really good book. I really enjoyed Vertigo. Next, we have Lock and Key by Sarah Denson. This was a good one. This was a good one. And I really should put the page numbers on here. I'll probably put it in the description. But this was pretty good. I'm going to say the plot twist was a 4. The cover art, I'm going to give it a 2. You know, okay. Engagement was an 8. And the how easy it was to read, I'm going to give it a 9. It was pretty easy to read. It was very engaging. A little slight, 400 some pages. You know, not too crazy. And the last for our love books is the Book of Lost Names. Hold on, y'all. Let me go get my charger, because it's going to be trying to act all dingy if I don't. All these interruptions. So I realized I won't have a spotlight if I charge my phone, because I need the block. So the Book of Lost Names. This one is by Kristen Harmel. And this is for, I'm gonna just call it for the love of books. That's what I would say for this one. That is the brief description, no spoiler, for the love of books. This book was so cute. Like, the plot twist was an 8. Anytime I'm giving something a 8 on the plot twist, is crazy. The cover art, I'm gonna give it a solid 9. I think this is so cute. Engagement, 9. And how easy it was to read, I'm gonna give it a 10. This book also is a cute love story during the Holocaust. So that might be an added layer for you, you know? I don't know. What is your ethnicity? What's your background? Like, you know, I'm not gonna lie. That part, we're gonna move on, because I don't want to say anything offensive. We're gonna move on, and we're gonna go to thriller, crime, and mystery books. Now, if you're anything like me, baby, true crime, I'm gonna take a bite out of it every time. I love me some true crime, baby. Yeah, you don't want to see me in true crime. I'm telling you. My next stack. With the thriller, crime, and mystery, the first one is The Orphan House by Anne Bennett. With this one, family secrets come to the light, baby. It ain't always pretty. You might not really know your family like you think you do. Plot twist was a 5. Cover art was a 6. Engagement was a 9. And I'm going to say how easy it was to read. I'm going to give it a 7. Shout out to you, Miss Benny, 8. The next one is my favorite book of all time. Other than the Bible, of course. But it's my favorite book of all time. Don't ever play with her. Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. Or Corinne Slaughter. But I think it's Karen Slaughter. Corinne. Either way, Miss Slaughter, I love you. You are my favorite author ever. Some people like James Patterson. I like my girl Slaughter. Don't play with her. And let me tell you something, Kiana. I used to work with you at Burger King. I still got beef with you because I had the hardcover copy that I spent almost $40 on in the doggone airport, in Memphis airport, to buy when I went to see my cousin Valentine for a year. And you said you wanted to read the book because I was reading it up at the doggone Burger King on my break, and you said you wanted to read my book and you was gonna take care of it, you was gonna give it back, and you never gave my book back. So I either want the $40 or I want my hardcover. And you can hit me up. Yup. If Tanisha watching this, go ahead and tell her. Go tell your cousin, boo. Cause I'm still mad about my book. Love you down, but I'm still mad about my book. Back to being Christian. Y'all know I need help. I don't care. You can have personality and be in Christ. Anyway, Corinne Slaughter, this is my favorite book of all time. So I'm going to say A Family Tragedy and Perverted Love. Family Tragedy and Perverted Love. This is all I got for this book. I ain't want to give too much away. So I'm going to say plot twist, 10 out of 10. I did not figure this out. Did I figure this out? No, I never figured this out. I did not figure it out. Not all the way. Okay? Anyway, plot twist was a 10. Cover art, I'm going to give it a 5. Engagement was a 10, and how easy it was to read, 10. So mostly 10 out of 10, except the cover art. But this book was sad and happy, and it was just a lot going on. Next, still Karen Slaughter, The Good Daughter. I'm gonna just say beware of the opening scene. I gotta give it a little side. This opening scene had me like, oh shoot, what's going on with you? You know what I'm saying? So beware the opening scene, baby. Be pleased. But the good child always holds the weight. That's what I'm saying on this one. The good child always holds the weight. Plot twist was an 8. Cover art was a 9. Engagement, definitely a 10. And it was an easy read. So I'm going to give it a 9 on that as well. What else we got? Another Karen. So I told y'all this is my girl. I love her bad. I just got a book from the library about her. I love her bad. So if you ever love me, send me some of these. Send me a little Florida. You feel me? So Girl Forgotten. Missing Girl / a new U.S. Marshal battle for their point of views. Like it's a flip flop. They go back and forth between point of views. Love them type of books. Only to solve her connection to the case. Trying to solve the U.S. Marshal's connection to the case. And the case is like 20 some years old. 1982. Do the math. I don't want to do it. So this was a good book. Plot twist was a 10 out of 10, baby. The plot twist was crazy. The cover art, I like it. I give it an 8. And easy to read, 10 out of 10. Engagement, 10 out of 10. Period. She ain't missed yet. And once you figure out what she missed, come and tell me. So that way I can figure out what she missed again. Because I'm going to read the book just to tell you she missed. Anyway, next we have Awake by Natasha Preston. This was a really good book. This is for anybody who likes to watch documentaries on cults and stuff like that. This was a cult escape type of vibe. That might be a little spoiler, but I'm sorry. That's what it was. So plot twist is a 9. I'm going to give the cover art a 2 because it ain't really doing too much. Engagement was definitely a 9, and so was how easy it was to read. It was a really easy book. So I really like this book. I think this is also a book that my teacher gave me. She gave me a whole bunch of books like Lock and Key. She hooked the sister up. No, it's not the last one. Second to last is The Lucky One by Lori Raider Day. This is about a girl who was kidnapped and started writing a private investigator blog with her and other people that went through a similar situation, and they stumbled onto some stuff. They stumbled into some stuff. I gotta watch my mouth, but you know what I'm trying to say. And this was, I'm gonna say plot twist was an 8. Pretty good plot twist on this one. Cover art, I'm gonna give it a 5. Engagement, I'll give it a 9. And then it was super easy to read, so I'm gonna give it a 10. This was a good book. This was a good book. As for my thriller crime mystery for this specific section is The Family Game by Catherine Stedman. Baby, every billionaire ain't good. And everything good ain't in the billions. That's all I'm saying on that. The plot twist was an 8. The cover art, I'm gonna give it a 5. It's kind of cute. I like the blue and pink. It was super engaging, so I'm gonna say a 9. And then it was easy to read, so I'm gonna give easy to read an 8 because I read a lot, y'all. So if you don't read a lot, it might not be super engaging to you, but that's how it was for me. I really, really, really enjoyed this book. It was so super good. And now we are on the final section. Still bridging it. I tried to bridge everything if I could. So it's going to be a little crime, a little folklore. And I did put this at the end, African spirituality books. And I do want to put a disclaimer. Before I really started getting into Christ, I read some of these books. Do I believe in anything African spirituality? No, I do not. I do not believe in any other God other than my God, the one true creator. Yahweh. That's who I believe in, Jesus Christ. I told y'all that already. But these books are really good. I'm not trying to promote any type of idolism or anything like that. So, did the conversation. I ain't say moving all these books back was gonna be this hard. This is all that I need. Okay. We're on our last leg. The first book is also a part of the series. And I have all 3 books of the series, but I haven't read all 3. So the first one is The Housewives by Frida McFadden. This is another millionaires can't love, okay? Millionaire love ain't the best love. That's all I gotta say on that. So this is a series and it's 3 books. The plot twist, I'm gonna give it an 8. It was pretty decent. Cover art is a 7. The engagement was a 9, and I'll give how easy it was to read a 10. This was a really, really good book. I was like, ooh. It was another book that I read called The Teacher by Frida McFadden. I don't know where that book is right now. It was a really, really good book. The only reason I'm not promoting that book or putting it in here is because it did have like trigger warnings for like statutory. So I was like, I ain't really feeling that. Like I was a little uncomfortable reading some of that book. I was like, hey, man, what the? But the plot twist at the end of that book, oh Lord, I was like, wait, I'll put a little picture right here, but quick though, because I don't play about no statutory. And now we're going to get into like the folklore and African spirituality because I still look at that as folklore. First one, boom, Lost Boy. And Lost Boy is by Christina Henry. This is the real story of Captain Hook. That's all I got to say because it's called The True Story of Captain Hook. And that's the best way not to give you no spoilers. The plot twist, I'm going to give it like a 7. The cover art, I'm going to give it a 2. I don't like that. I don't really like the cover art. I mean, it makes sense, but it's like this American traditional tattoo, ain't it? I don't really like this. And then the engagement, I'm gonna give it an 8. The easy to read, I'm gonna give it a 10. But this was a good book. Don't get me wrong. I really did enjoy this book. I love the other perspective because you always look at Peter as the protagonist, but in this one, he was giving the antagonist real bad. The next one I do not physically have because my sister Trinity talking about she want to read it. And ain't read it. Trinity, give me my book back. Give me my book back. But it is called Skin of the Sea. And this is a cute picture of it. A cute picture. This is a picture of it. So now we're in like African spirituality, by the way. It is a Mami Wata or a mermaid saves the life of a human and now has to save her world's life. The life of her world. A whole new, is that even, no, that ain't, what, under the sea, wish I could be, wait, let me be for real, under the sea, wish I could be part of that world. I just imagine her with that statue in the sea, anyway. That is by Natasha Bowen. And I'm going to give the plot twist, I'm going to give it a 9 on the plot twist. It was really, really good. Cover art is a 10. I think it was so pretty. Engagement was also a 10. And last but not least, I feel like it was very, very easy to read. So that's also a 10. Second to last book. Oh yeah, I forgot to show y'all. This is the second book of, look, y'all see the little clouds when I told y'all earlier. But this is the second book to the Housemaid's Secret. So it was the Housemaid and then the Housemaid's Secret. I've been slacking. I'm on chapter 7. But I bet you couldn't beat me. Bet you couldn't race me. Oh, okay. It's pretty good so far though. And again, this is by Freddie McFadden. So the second to last book is Blood Scion. This is by Deborah Filai. Deborah Filai. This is by Deborah. Girl, Deb, she did her thing on this book. I'm not gonna lie. Everything was good. So this is about a powerful young lady who is a descendant of the Orishas. African spirituality that is of the gods, but she has to hide because of what her DNA holds. That's all I'm gonna say on that, what her DNA holds. The plot twist was an 8. The cover art was a 10. The engagement was a 10. And honestly, how easy it was to read was also a 10. I barely wanted to put this book down. It was so good. Last but not least, Daughters of Neri. Daughters of Neri was such a good... First of all, let's appreciate the cover art. Shall we, can we? Yeah, that's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Put my R in it from the beautiful. The cover art was, everything was really good about this book. The plot twist was a 9. The cover art is a 10. The engagement was a 10. How easy it was to read was a 10. And it's like, the description I'm gonna say is, are they twins or no? Are they twins or one? What is going on here? It's just, it was such a great book, y'all. I barely wanted to put this one down. It was so good. And again, for the last 4 books, or 3, the last 3 books, all of the African spirituality books, I will put them in the description so you know which ones they are. Do not read them if you feel like convicted about it. Do not read them if you feel like it goes against your belief. Do not read them if you are confused about what you believe. I know who I believe in. That is Jesus Christ, the Savior. I like to support Black authors, and I bought these and read these during a time that I was not connected to my faith. So again, I put these last for a reason. I put what I put first for a reason, and I'm putting these disclaimers in here for a reason. Y'all don't be in these comments trying to attack me, telling people that I'm promoting idolism and I'm support a cursing. Don't be saying that, because I don't. Y'all already saw what I did in the beginning. Yeah. But these were some really good books. And honestly, let me put my lip gloss on. Y'all ain't even tell me my lips was crusty. Y'all is fame. I ain't telling y'all what lip gloss this is either, because y'all ain't gonna go be buying my lip gloss until I get a brand deal with them, okay? Well, let me put that back. These are some of my favorite reads. And I want y'all to know, I literally went through every single book. Some of these books I have not read in a year and a half. I went back through these books, actually read everything, and tried to find a perfect description that there will be no spoilers for y'all. I really love to read, and I really want to get people back into reading. Y'all, these babies do not know how to read. Like, what you mean? They don't have no reading comprehension skills, and I don't like that, y'all. Reading is cool. Reading is fundamental, and I'm not saying that like, oh, reading is fun. No, I'm telling y'all, how are we gonna run the world and we can't read? Y'all, reading is not lame. Y'all can read LOL, y'all can read LMAO, y'all can read all of that. I want y'all to know that there is beauty in reading. The things that they don't want us to know, they put in books, babe. We gotta read. And if I'm gonna be an influencer, I'm gonna actually influence healthy things. I'm not gonna influence us not knowing how to read. You know how to text, but you don't know how to read. That ain't cute. And any girl that's liking these little boys and they can't read, ain't got no reading comprehension skills, girl, step your cookies up, boo. Step your cookies up. I don't care what you're talking about, step your cookies up. Big sis, auntie, told, whatever you call me, I'm 26. So if that's auntie to you, if that's big sis to you, if that's cuz to you, whatever it is to you, Bookie. Monty J, Taylor Imani is telling y'all, not being able to read is not okay. Okay? So check these books out. Let me know how y'all like them. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, turn on post note. Talk correctly. Turn those post notifications on so that way you won't miss any time that I post. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on, I was gonna say Twitter. I don't even got no Twitter. And add me on TikTok as well. And I know y'all complaining about not seeing me for a while, but let's be clear. I was consistent in January. Look at all the material. Y'all can't say I wasn't consistent. And I'm almost at 100 subscribers, y'all. So y'all keep running me up. But I've been going through my own thing. I gotta live life. I was consistent. I'm going through a amicable breakup, but it's still a breakup, y'all. I'm sad. I be crying. You know scary and it's just a whole bunch of stuff that go with that. And I just been going through it, y'all. But I still want to show up, not only for y'all, but for myself. I know that's right, amen. So don't be talking about, girl, where you been? On your mind, honey. Absence makes the heart go finder. Yeah. I love y'all. Make sure that y'all loving on yourselves. Make sure y'all loving God above everything else. And I will talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.